Many times he's been coming through, getting top spots, things like that, and he knows how to play this character. He knows the struggle, right?
Yeah, definitely. And he's a man that's also, you know, not just talented on the pad or sticks, talented on the voice, you know, also doing auditions, and you know, he has his commentator reel, so go check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, blessings on him to make a reel and get that out this year. Yo, I got to root for my boy. He's working on the mic and the sticks. I mean, that's a tough draw. I can only work on the mic. I can't do the sticks. My man's working. Touches Legacy in the corner. Has, you know, lost quite a bit of health right here, but he's still putting on the impression, and I like that. He's also got V-Trigger on the deck. You see the bar at the bottom that is flashing, ready to go. Let's see how he's going to pop it. Good jumping. Mutachi's Legacy, the DP right after to put him in the corner. Still, Shadow Ace not on it just yet.
Ooh, good dashing. Just to get out the corner, you know, that's the advantage of having a good dash. You know, you can, instead, you know, if you're scared to answer, you can dash under just to be safe.
EX right through. We've seen that so many times with Tachi's Legacy. He, like, as soon as he sees the ball pop, he goes to the EX Rider. Protects on invuln to get through, but needs to finish off his plate. A little bit more left. And the jump in will actually get it done. The three-piece, no fries. Tachi's Legacy taking it. A lot of jump ins, not seeing a lot of anti-airs. Let's see if Shadow Ace will clean this up.
Okay, I'm a little bit behind here, so I'm just testing the waters out, and unfortunately the waters in Florida are pretty murky right now.
Definitely.
But looking pretty clear for Itachi here.
I mean, he's you know, he's looking great with the jump ins again. That has been such a determinant, but gets him low, crease up the shoes, and goes from the CA. This is going to be a lot of damage, but I'm assuming Shadow Ace wants to get that big lead right now, put the red on the deck. But the buffer to check the dash in. I love this. And now we're on the other side, switching positions, trading places on TLC, coming this fall. Unload the whole clip to do it. Not enough for the start of the Ace Rider. My man wake up with the mash. That's what's for breakfast. Those out the V-Trigger.
She's almost stunned here.
Definitely this delay is something else. Oh my god.
Am I super ahead or you guys super behind? I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on.
Super behind, like 6 seconds.
What I might do is I might just look at your guys' thing over here then. I'll just do that, people. Hey, listen. The thing is, when you guys watch Street Fighter V, you know, they've got the new update on and stuff like that. That's kind of made things a little bit wonky for PS4 players, leaving them in the dust, leaving them behind. But it looks like we're starting on the same thing right here a little bit. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. Okay, I think we're back in it. 95 seconds left, clock. Go ahead, Josh. Hit him.
Oh, you know that sometimes they show a commentary, you have to make some predictions. It's just that St. Colo's predictions are so good. He's into the future. He has the mind.
He knows, man. I'm out here like Miss Cleo. I'm predicting that Itachi's Legacy about to take this with a perfect KO, and there it is, people, with the rider right after. Itachi's Legacy is smoothing and grooving. No one needs to stop him.
Just like Miss Cleo, Shadow is a little bit out of business there. Hopefully he can redeem himself in 2020. Let's get back, folks.
I don't think Miss Cleo can.
Please.
I don't think Miss Cleo can. I think she's dead. But anyway, the jump over, EXDP baited, crushed. And I love this follow-up from Itachi's Legacy. Put in the pressure, try to pick this man out of the corner. No anti-air there. But comes in with the right, or comes in with the kunai. But you see how it passed through and explosion didn't hit? It's important for that explosion to hit so you can get the follow-up, right?
Follow-up is right. Here you go. Elderberry, please. It is 6th season time.
Gotta stay well with it. Gotta stay sick with it. On the other hand, pulls him forward. But almost a clip. How many times has the unblockable, no blockable right there come through the CN special? But he's got no more kunai, right?
He's got no more, but man, Ibuki, who cares if she doesn't have kunai? He's still a very strong character. Okay, there is one. Now Shadow Ace, anything to say about it? Time to eat up kicks.
Card come right in the super. CA, see you in losers, dog. Itachi's Legacy moving on in the bracket with style. I'll be honest with you. I've been watching this dude play, week after week, right? I ain't never seen him jump so much in his life. All right, my man was feeling froggy today. But you know what? Nothing wrong with jumping like that, because if they're not anti-airing you, why not? Why stop, right? When it comes to fighting games, you always want to do the thing, in my eyes at least, you don't want to deviate from the plan. If they're not adjusting to you, to what you're doing, keep doing it. Keep doing it, especially if it's working.
Definitely. And just like keep doing it, you guys can keep supporting Juicy here. On Tuesday we got Street Fighter Tekken 7. On Wednesday we got Blaze Blue, Cross Tag Val, and Melee. Jeez, what is this 2020 or is this 2002? 2002. Haha. Anyways, guys, and another good time is Florida Caliber here. Soul Calibur is still alive. The soul still burns. That's the quota, right? And I have to give a shout out to Saint Cola because I didn't know, and I guess I forgot that. Rest in peace, Miss Cleo, and But Marvel 3 in Florida is not resting in pieces because it is still alive thanks to the efforts of Tong Never Sleeps, Tampa Never Sleeps, Twitch.tv/Tampa Never Sleeps. Yeah, always a good time, just like you guys hopefully are having a good time here on Juicy Game Night with myself, Saint Cola, and you.
You guys see all that great fighting game action? There's so much to do, like in terms of fighting games. I know, yeah, online, yada yada yada. But here's the thing: there's so many games to play, so many things you can play right now, so many tournaments you can enter. Stop playing ranked out there. I see you in the stands out there. You jumping in ranked for another laggy match. Come through a tournament. Come play these tournaments. Come hang out with the players, right? And get that real work. Stop fighting Johnny Donuts McGee, getting that Wi-Fi. Thank you. In some cases, you might win some cash. All right, you get the experience. Stop fighting Johnny Donuts on his mom's Wi-Fi with the 7 Netflix accounts up. All right, stop fighting dudes that are chewing on their cords. Come fight actual people who want to get that work or give you that work. I'm just saying.
I think Johnny Donuts is an actual player. I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds way too familiar for my taste.
Johnny, I bet. Listen, Johnny Donuts, if you're out there, I'm super sorry, man. If I've insulted you, but I don't care if you do play on Wi-Fi. We ain't friends. Yo, Salt Mine League, I see you in the chat. But Wi-Fi, man, listen. Here's the thing, Salt Mine League. Shout out to them first of all because they run a great tournament series in the EU. You guys check them out. Hit them with a follow on Twitch and Twitter, all those good things. They're coming back with a new season. Next week will be a fun tournament for them. And the season after that, or the week after that, will be the start of their new season. It's another great tournament guys can show out and support. But listen, the good thing about that place is they will run the checks and things like that, just like Juicy will run the checks if you ask them to. So that's one of the things about coming to a tournament is they'll run those checks, right? They'll do the connection test. They'll help you out with that process. They don't want nobody to come through with that McDonald's Wi-Fi. They want to make sure that you're having the best experience possible. I know that code could be what it is sometimes, but they want to do the best to make sure that you're having fun out here as much as they can. So give them love, Salt Mine League and Juicy and any OTOs and events out there. I did put out a thing today on Twitter saying, hey y'all, what is the things that you want to see in the local scene, like what's good that would get you to watch locals more. So one of the things that you guys can do in return is if you enjoy something, follow them, support them, whatever way you can, promote their tournaments to help them out as well. Just let's keep this stuff going because nobody wants to go back to ranked, especially when the tour is over. Jocks, when the tour is over, what am I going to do? What am I going to do, Jocks? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, what can I commentate? Jocks, what can I commentate?
You can commentate anything. There's always locals that's always alive, and when the tours are over, just like Vietnam veterans, the tours are over, they sit back and they complain about the things they see on TV. That's what apparently commentators do, but always a good time.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly the answer I wanted.
Speaking of Salt Mine and stuff, interesting thing. So I guess in about maybe 6 hours or so, there's going to be a little exhibition between Kichipamu and Storm Kubo, and the loser has to buy the other person like this quality, like 10-pound bag or so of salt.
Holy
most random thing, but I just think it's funny.
I feel like it's not super random because one of them plays Honda, so it's like a salt thing. He throws the salt, and the other person induces the salt with their character, right? Either it's gonna be Kiefer or Abigail. But speaking of salt, I got a character on the screen that's all about inducing the salt. Actually, two. One of them I saw in the Battle Lounge was a Seth player, right? That's been on the Twitter fingers all over the place how busted that character is. And then also one that we don't see as much, we talk about as much. Throw out the Seth out the window. I'm a liar. Well, we do see the Blanca, right? We see the Blanca, the Booger Boy on the deck, right? That character is full on a salt maker because it's really hard to level up this character. And someone like Alex Dot is about the grind. He's about getting down and dirty with it.
Yeah, anytime that there's an online tournament or an online weekly and he can join, he's always a part of it. So big kudos to this guy, you know, for always competing, always living the heart of battle. You know, Ryu would be proud himself.
Would Ryu be proud of a Blanka player? Of someone who has to, you know, induce the chaos in neutral? Because this character's neutral ain't that good, right? So you got to get on in there. He's got some good anti-projectile tools, but I feel like this matchup is still pretty difficult to deal with. Hard to come on in. You see Pearl Chicken spacing him out with the sonic booms, keeping that pressure, but that B skill unfortunate, but no big conversion from Alex Dot. Yo, the follow-up, I like how he DP'd that, flash kicked that away. I mean, it was a flights up the stairs, like in terms of, you know, the planning. Here's the activation from Alex Dot. What's on the menu, Jocks?
Man, we're gonna guess here, you know, Faruko, I know, is Blanka's favorite food, and here he is having a bite of American boiled chicken, apparently. Jeez, oh man, my screen got delayed, and all I see is Blanka about to stun Kyle. Jeez, I guess. Oh no, that's gonna take it. Oh man, my screen was a little bit delayed. Sorry about that.
Listen, we all know what's going on, but we do know Alex Dot is taking that round, you know. Taking it back from the precipice, the V-Trigger activation, it was more about like what was going on with the V-Trigger more than, you know, Lang those ridiculous, you know, confirms and things like that. But I got Bold Chicken out here, Sia out here pieced up, but now he's got a commanding lead. This is what you want to do. It's like you want to be a control freak with Guile. You want to have that control. Can he keep that though?
You know, I know in this, you know, some people say toxic masculinity is a bad thing, it's a terrible thing, but in this case, this is what you want to see out of Guile, that masculinity there, you know, that control, you know, control for free. And he can do that in this matchup, especially in offensively and defensively. You know, this character, very fast walk speed, very scary jump to a jump roundhouse. And, you know, Alex has shown that he's a little iffy to anti-air that.
Unfortunate. You see that you kept jumping in too much. And we're talking about control, how much my man was getting pieced up here. So much damage accumulated. Now, 1-to-1 right here, but a missed flash kick going to be punished. Picked up. Switch sides. Neutral jump back throw. CI looking super strong.
Yeah, looking strong here. And, you know, this is kind of hard. You know, Blanka, outside of V-Trigger 1, can't really get through the fireball that easily, so he has to make good guesses just to get over fireball. Okay, jump like that will be good, but a bigger conversion's needed.
Right the cross up, gets a 4-piece right there, flash kick. Slide activation, you know what's coming, Jocks. You know what's coming, right? V-Trigger on the deck. But the checks, though.
Oh, dropped it. This is very scary. You know, one more guess can do for either character.
What's the EX command grab? That could have been real bad, but my man stays alive. Still stuck in the corner. Flash kicking All-American.
Okay, using his bar there. You know, he probably could have landed super on the Blanka ball, but he's still alive. No, he's not. Blanka is down. Sia is saying, Sia not so yet, but you know, he takes the first game here against Alex Dot, looking pretty strong.
This, you know, it's unfortunate that our boy, you know, Salt Miley came through, because big Blanka fan, as you can see with the emotes in the chat, but you could also see my man Sia holding the neutral down with the booms, right? And Alex Dot just taking too much damage overall. Let's see if he can kind of induce that chaos. That's what you have to do in this match. And you see how hard it is. You have to avoid the booms, but the onus is on you to put on the obstinate. Oh, the anti-air, but the back throw puts him in the corner. That's all this room to play. The All-American flash kick right there, anti-air. Suplexo. Still stuck in the corner.
Blanka has ways to escape. You know, Guile's flash kick, even if the Blanka Rainbow Balls over Guile, he can flash kick it so easily. You're not there. That tastes my own mess.
Well, you know, at that distance, like that sweep for a sweep, clean the floors. Activation slide. Stays in front. Just trying to get a few hits here and there. Gets a throw as well. And Alex Dot, you know, putting this character in the corner with the feature. I was going to say, there's the cross up. Cross him up.
Oh, jeez. And then he gets the... You see that, you know, Alex is a very common competitor here, and you see that a lot, you know, the throw bait, the throw, you know, he gets the command hop into the throw himself into the stuff, so we've seen that plenty of times from Alex here.
Boiled Chicken now with a great start, great flash kick too as well. You see him just backing off, trying to get that max distance, throwing out the normal to get to, induce that reaction and say, hey, I'm throwing out a boom kind of thing. That's why they do that. Again, another sweeps from Alex Dot Dot. And this is how the bad round starts. He gets punished over and over again and gets pecked away. But here we go. Alex Dot Dot with the big bite. Gets another one on the deck. Let's see if there's, okay, just gonna take that activation. And this is where he got hit before. Again, is this a rerun? Cross up, stun. Not gonna be done just yet, but it's gonna be a dirty ass reset right here. Delay rise though.
And a few unfortunate drops there. And who knows? I didn't know that flash kick wouldn't have worked there. So man, that just shows you the power of V-Trigger 2 Blanca.
Gotta be careful though. Alex Dot
Guile
Dot can
is
have
gonna have
everything
to-
taken away.
Oh,
he
and
didn't
the
just do that.
Amazon River Run.
I know he didn't just do that. Raw, slide, uncooked, unseasoned. My man just done did it. At that distance, obviously, you'd be looking for a boom go under that. So smart stuff, but there's no cancel on that. You have to be super careful because I saw the CA at the bottom. But Sia didn't even get a chance to spin it. Whoa. Speaking of disgusting things, someone said buff Cammy in the chat. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Get that top 5 character out of here. But speaking of top 5 character, I think Guile's up there in contention, maybe just a little bit below top 5 because he's very strong, got a great matchup spread. And you see again, he's all about that control. He's got that against a lot of the cast, right? Like, he can really induce that control at any point. And his normals flow so well together that it's really hard to approach him. And then he decides to say, I'm going to approach you. Again, flash kick, puts him in the corner. You're locked down. Alex Dot Dot gets outputted with the cost of a bar.
Guile, I don't know who had the idea of let's give Guile very fast walks so we make him offensive and defensive at the same time. Thus make him very, very strong.
He's absolutely incredible. Here's the slide though. Let's see if Alex Dot Dot can bail out some flash kicks, get some punches on the deck. V-Trigger has been a point of contention for Sia, so let's see if Alex Dot Dot can make the best out of it. With the throw pickup. And there's the finish. Alex Dot Dot on match point of winner's semifinals. The Sia is going to be moving on to winner finals.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was an intentional shimmy or not. I think he just walked that range and Alex was just able to convert so well, and that's one of his strengths there is converting off the throw whips.
It's an important thing to have to stay consistent, especially in tournament, especially just in general in a match where you have to induce that chaos, right? You got to find those openings. Talking about that a lot during this match right here. Back to the screen we go. Yeah, backing off. Again, just throwing out, a few buttons here and there to say, hey, I'm going to do something. Try to bait out a reaction with Alex Dot Dot. Not reacting to much, but still getting hit by quite a bit. He's lost quite a bit of health in this match already. Nice up, Blanca bite, crush, pick up, almost a stun. Yo, the throw from the reset, it's done. Alex Dot Dot taking it over Sia, putting them in the losers and bringing it back. And I got to be honest, there were moments, many rounds actually, where my man's looked like he was on top. Like Sia looked like he had the control. But again, it's like making that person off pace where you play your own rhythm and not theirs. That's how you got to do it. So Alex Dot Dot moving on over Sia.
Something a little bit different about Alex Dot Dot's play there is that, he loves to go for the shimmy temps, the throw whips and all that. And this time he actually went for landing more throws than usual. So it only increases your shimmy game. It's something that Blanca is exceptionally good. So smart to see him take advantage of that. And, not surprised that he moved up in the bracket here.
Yeah, I feel like the way that Alex Dot Dot plays is like how most Blanca players play, but at the same time, like I don't mean that in a bad way. I feel like the play is like how you're supposed to play Blanca. If you're Itachi's Legacy, someone like Itachi's Legacy, you can play that character, whatever, in your neutral kind of way. That's fine. But if you're playing like Alex Dot Dot, like that's like the way to play Blanca. So if you guys are looking for someone to like look at and say, how do I play Blanca? Alex Dot Dot is your teacher, your mentor, your muse, if you will.
The only thing I think, I'm not one to give advice on Guile play, but I think the one thing to maybe see a Boiled Chicken might have done a little bit more, because I don't think he did it once this match was reversal, each flash, the knockoff. That kind of stops the approach on offense there. So could have been something out of very close round. So just the smallest adjustment could have done it in for him as well.
Looks
Yeah,
like we're
that's one of
ready.
the things where. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we're definitely ready for winners finals now too.
Man, we are moving, people. I hope you guys are enjoying this action again. You get to see the variety. You get to see some fresh faces come through, and if you're a player, you get all this this work right here. And then if you lose, you get to watch the VODs and say, "Oh, I did this wrong. Oh, I messed up on this." My bad. I was looking at the screen like a dip. Let's move on to our winners finals here. We're gonna see some more Great Street Fighter 5 action. Alex coming back up on the deck against Itachi's Legacy. Let's see who's going to take it now.
It's gonna dip. I wonder if we're gonna see the Blanca mirror. I know that Itachi loves to run it just out of troll's sake, but it's a fun one to watch. And people in Utah are like used to this, but most of the world is not. And I love controlled chaos.
Man, how could it? Okay, first of all, Salt Mine League, I can't be fired because I'm not doing Salt Mine League right now. Second of all, if they lose, it's my fault. Hold on. Hold on. I haven't commented as cursed anybody just yet. It will happen, but I haven't just yet.
Okay, so we are gonna run Ibuki versus Blanca.
Boogie versus
Apparently taking it over Alex.
Round one.
It's difficult, and especially when your opponent plays the same character you do, and that adds definitely a little bit of difficulty to it.
Yeah, I they play differently, but they understand the character, right? They've been putting work in with the character and understanding like the nuances and stuff like that. They done. I can see that. I can see that being an issue. Like this shimmy attempt right here, it works out for Alex Dot. Gets to pick up the throw right here as well, keeping the pressure on overhead, trying to do a double time. No go. Here's the activation for Itachi's Legacy. All right, try to fade away. No go. I like how he's canceling off and switching out his options off the Fierce. Pretty smart stuff right there from Alex Dot. You got to do a little more to finish with the play that is Itachi's Legacy. My man's also going a little more V-bar. I think if he blocks out a few more things, he might be able to get another one back, but it may not happen. He just jumped after that EX. That could have been plus frames right there. It could have been A-OK for him.
God.
EX. Oh, the missed DP. No big punish. Good versus Doctor.
What?
He tried the backdash, got hit with the EX blockable. Where are you going, son? I see you leaving. Where are you going?
You can't move?
Not dressed looking like that.
Dude, you're not allowed to move.
No. That's, mine like that. I was like, the registration of being like, my man's gonna backdash. I'm gonna do something about it. I've got something for you. Use that EX bar to finish. Let's see if Itachi's Legacy can kind of finish off this round, because I feel like there was moments where he kind of had it, or could keep on the pressure a bit more. But speaking of pressure right now, it's all Alex Dot.
Oh, I couldn't catch him right there. The big combo right now.
Just the pickup right there. Yep. The slide. Dash up throw. Alex Dot. Not just. I like how he doesn't overextend too much after his throws. But
Oh, no.
Activation time. Mix. What's on the menu?
Oh, get the
A
throw.
little bit of rider. Oh, my man woke up with the umpire match. Stays in front. I swear to God, he was on the other side.
Wow. Oh, no.
He blocked that. That's not in the script. You're not supposed to block that.
Was he supposed to block
And
that?
Mash is out the EX. Dog.
Oh,
He
that
ran that EX. I love that. And Jox looks like he is back. What's going on, my brother? You just missed the first part of this round where it looks like Alex Dot has taken one over Itachi's Legacy. A little scrambly start at the very first round, but the next one, just looked like it was all Alex Dot all damn day.
It was just crazy too because he literally was playing. I felt like Itachi's Legacy was playing the matchup right. Being patient, making sure the cooldown was there. He's like, all right, now I won't be punished, or worst case scenario, get freaking dizzy. I forget what's it called now. Oh my god, brain fart. You know when you get dizzy?
Oh yeah. Stun.
Stun. Thank you. Because I felt like that's what Itachi's Legacy was afraid of during the set, because of all the pressure Alex Dot was doing.
I just feel like when you like fighting this kind of character is difficult because like if you're fighting Blanca, just in general this character like keeping up with everything he's gonna do because like, the character's neutral is not that good, so like keeping up with everything that Blanca wants to do, especially when they've got bars, is super difficult. And trying to play that patient neutral game that Itachi's Legacy wants to do, that we've seen maybe in like the top 16s of the CPT, that we've seen even in the Juicy Weeklies, it's kind of like it's the kryptonite, right? So we're gonna see here. Let's go back to the lobby here for a second.
Yeah, I think we're both like, because a lot of the players froze, so I think we're all going back to the lobby. Looks like we're all good. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're all good. Thank God. Because I was like, do I need to make a room? Do I need to restart the PS4? This is scary territory.
Yeah, if it freezes, I mean, good old CFN sometimes.
It's a good opportunity, but like the situation's getting, it's like, man, no one wants this. But,
all I gotta say is I hope that they continue to make some updates to the game, and I love that they've made some updates to the netcode, the CFN in general. I really appreciate that they've done it. Just keep doing it. Just keep making more. Keep making more updates, more patches, please, please, please. We appreciate any kind of updates that come through and the knowledge that the game is being worked on still, right? Itachi's Legacy going with a costume switch. Let's see if this will be the way to do it, right? Like sometimes you just need to switch the costume, where change clothes as it goes,
Round 1.
All right, let's get into it.
Ooh, it's so shiny too.
Yeah, man, it's bright, dog.
That's
Man,
definitely not a
bright. You
ninja.
guys are on the grid.
It's like Naruto ninja status right there.
You gotta run with the hands behind the back. I like that crush, but I like the wake up of Bar right there. Itachi's Legacy, get the 3-piece.
Yeah, but didn't get that grab. Now the momentum is in Alex's favor.
Like Alex trying to come through, but again, not Itachi's Legacy playing that neutral game. But how long can you play a nice, calm neutral game against this character? Like, is this something you can really do? Itachi's Legacy is working on V trigger, but so's Alex that down. I like to get for a whip punish right here. Raida, the follow up. I like how he just the empty jump on the low. That's smart. That's smart right there.
Oh, that's smart right there. Countering which side?
Just walk up, throw the armor of God on him. Doesn't fear a damn thing. No shimmy bite, neutral jump. I love that from Itachi's Legacy. This should finish right here. The COVID cup from behind the neck guard. Okay, Itachi's Legacy. I see you coming back.
Yeah, this man's like, hold up. I won the last one. Let me make sure I keep my victory.
Gotta go with that 2-peat. Gotta keep the streak going.
Dude, I love streaks.
That means they're working hard, right? If getting streaks, in a local tournament with a lot of strong players, that means they're working hard. You really keep that up, and I like this activation as well too. Let's see what that makes us. Doesn't matter. EX bust out back to the screen, gets a jump in. Alex not Dodd looking really good right here, but Itachi's Legacy has some bar to work with. Never mind. Gets the follow up off the rainbow ball.
Final round. Fight.
1-1 right here. Alex Dot will do well to, get another round, have that clean 2-up right there, and, not have to worry too much. But that was a bad bust out. Probably thought more was coming up those plus frames, but did not come. I say stick the bait and the punish. Anti-air. Bases all the way in front. Counter hit. EX. Unloads the whole clip to do it in the right after. Am I looking at a perfect KO? I absolutely am not.
Woo!
Overhead. He's still alive. Oh my
This is
God.
scary.
I was
This is
gonna
scary.
bring it back. Bring it back for the culture.
Oh
But you can't
my
take no
God,
hits.
no.
You can't get hit at all. Not a hit, not a dab.
All right.
B reversal.
All right. Oh my God. Nicola, I was scared. I was so scared.
Ibuki wins.
I'm gripping my seat like I had something bad to eat.
Like,
all right?
dude, like-
the thing is, oh my God. Could you imagine? Like you beat someone up that bad. You were on a perfect, and they swing that sucker all the way back. That's in their highlight reel. Even if they don't win, they're putting it up on Twitter. They don't care.
Right?
They'll put that up on Twitter.
Twitter,
They don't care.
YouTube, freaking like it's gonna be everywhere on like everyone's
It's on the-
top
it's on-
10.
Fight.
The top 10 comebacks right there. It's gonna be on the LinkedIn. Like, man, it's on the resume. Like, remember when I did this?
Yeah, it's gonna be on MySpace just because.
You gotta put it everywhere, but everywhere right now ain't gonna happen because Itachi's Legacy is even things out 1-1 between the two, and I like this. the calming of the nature, calming of the beast is what's happening from Itachi's Legacy. He's playing the neutral game that he wants to play, but he knows when to back off now and avoid some of the worst situations. But now he can avoid this terrible V trigger right here in terms of mixes. My man is unfortunate. Alex Dot, you poor unfortunate soul, missing that DP and getting absolutely oppressed with this pressure. Overhead does not connect, but the EXDP, that's disrespectful. That ain't right. My man said, these are my frames. I want my frames, and I want them now. Call 1-800-JG Wentworth. He'll get all your frames or no money down. Guaranteed.
God, it's pressure.
Man, you see a lot of bust-ups from Alex. I thought I feel like he's like really nervous and afraid of what Itachi's Legacy can put on the deck, and it's making him be in worse situations, getting crushed, going for bad reversals. But we're at least at even health. But I'm looking at activation in my future in terms of Itachi's Legacy. I like that. Put him back in the corner.
Yeah, but I feel like this definitely could go Itachi's favor. Just look at all the tools he has on there. Yeah, full trigger, 1EX bar, kunai. Oh, but look at Alex. Oh my god. Yep, I knew it. What?
Oh, interrupts a V trigger. That's not invuln my friend, this season. You gotta confirm, my friend. This is the reason why a lot of Buki players kind of drop this character. Is like, you can't just throw that sucker out as a free meal. You gotta pay for it, alright? Plus tax. Make sure you have those conversions on the deck, and Itachi's Legacy didn't right there. Alex Dot gonna take this momentum and try to get that 2 up. That 2 piece would be real nice. Gets it thrown to the corner. The shimmy, the bait, the bite, and that is stunned. But not done just yet. Alex Dot is that one more cute little reset.
Oh,
never mind, I'm a liar. I forgot the CA at the bottom. See you next round. Alex Dot up 2.
And I felt like he was saving it from last round because I was noticing a lot of his tools that he didn't use, but still got that victory.
Yeah, he didn't really bust out as much the last round, which actually helped him out because that was kind of a pain point for him. He saw a lot of bad reversals. He was like, what if I took that out of my game plan and didn't get crushed and didn't get pieced up? Why are you laughing in the chat, Itachi's Legacy? Focus on your match, all right? Focus on your neutral right now because, my friend, Alex Dot is 1 game point away from moving on to Grand.
And man, he's a people person. He wants to be with the chat. The chat gives him strength. Right now, it's not working.
They need to raise their hands up a little bit higher.
Speaking of focusing on the chat, man, that move quote by Ibuki of Blanca Ibuki is actually pretty hilarious. I'd never seen that before.
What does it mean? What'd you say? What's your catchphrase?
Blanca says, "Oh, you think raccoons are cute? Blanca-chan is cuter."
Damn, dude. So rude. So mean, so devious. Just as devious as that throw. Itachi's Legacy trying to bring things back. One more match, and my man will be up to 2, but Alex Dot ain't done just yet, right? We've seen a little bit of the pacing slowing down. I like that anti-air, the dash up though as well. So you can keep that neutral game.
Yeah, using that heavy ball as an anti-air, it gives him really good Oki afterwards too.
I didn't actually know that. That's how much, like, I only see Blanca when I come through here, and that's why, I like coming through this local. You get to see Blanca that much. When you come through here, you get to see the Blanca.
Welcome to Southeast Florida, where the weird is weird.
The Florida man is a Blanca special right here. Let's see if Itachi's Legacy can take him down, take him down the station. EX plus frames, hold these, crouching media kick, no conversion. Can't get too much off of that unless it's like a counter hit or you're close enough for a conversion. DP though against the EX, my man he's on the things right now. The DP and EX like that, crush, follow up DP. Itachi's Legacy one more hit to do it.
Oh no!
Interrupts that.
I wonder what that rainbow ball was about. I think that had to be an accident on their speed reversal or what, but yeah, man, Itachi's Legacy looking strong as ever here, tying it to a piece.
Itachi's Legacy employing that neutral game, and also I feel like, when I say neutral, I should explain a little bit. My man, he's got a really good ground game in terms of I'm gonna lock you down. I'm gonna play a slow paced game, a little bit more slow paced than maybe other type of neutral game that you might see from other Bukis and things like that. Just pecking away, good pokes and things like that, great DPs. Denying a lot of what Alex Dot wants to do, right? You see the DPs coming through the EX and stuff like that. He pressed deny, but could not deny that Blanca ball right there. See that? He's reacting to what Alex Dot wants to do, and it's working out in terms of damage. What's death by 1,000 cuts? And you know, Alex Adot, he can finals confirmed. He can make some damage happen just like this. The pickup, the slide. What's next?
What's next? Not even the Blanca player knows that's the strength of V-Trigger 2. No, Blanca changes character completely, but not if you get air grab, man. Time to guess.
I like that back throw. Throws out all the kunai. He wasted all those meters. Or wasted all that meter in terms of kunai. Throws out the Ninja Star. It don't matter. Oh, he had that in the back pocket. And the slide as the meaty no bacon. Itachi's Legacy on match point. Swing things all the way back. He had no meter. He's like, it doesn't matter. I'm still going. I can't be stopped.
Yeah, that almost looks like he gave up and just stood there. Like I thought he was done for too.
It might have been he maybe thought, you know, a dash up overhead was coming or something like that. Not 100% sure, but like on Wicked like that, maybe he didn't think there was a slide coming, but it doesn't matter. Itachi's Legacy is on that match point and looking super solid again, denying a lot of what Outside Dot wants to do. There's the anti-air, dash up, crouching Eagle kick, poke, and it goes in for the throw. So much mental stack is on Alex Dot. He's got to deal with all this, but he's got Itachi's Legacy in the corner.
Oh man, and anytime that you're able to stop a rainbow ball of some sort, that only makes the game flicker block tougher.
Absolutely. Side switch, going in, unloads the clip, throws out the Ninja Star, the Naruto.
Oh jeez, what side was that on?
Hey, it don't matter. All that matters is my man got hit and mixed. V-Trigger time, base on the DP punish. Final game, final round right here as he lands the last part of that V-Trigger conversion. Alex Dot and Itachi's Legacy. So he's going to be moving on to Grands.
Man, that was such a clutch decision. You don't really see that by Alex to just hold down back and bait out the EXDP and baiting it out perfect. Now it's a different scenario.
You gotta, you know, be aware of what they want to do. At least get the punish right there. Not the biggest, but you know, you'll take down the deck right there. You see a lot of bust outs from both players happening. Alex Dot unfortunately lost a lot of life. I like that jump back, the fade away, the three-pointer. His Legacy only needs a few more hits. Tries the Mario float, don't work.
It's still not out, you know, Blanca's still very strong. Has one more use of V-Trigger 2 land. Okay, gets the cross. Are you serious, dude?
Goes to the V-Trigger. Why are you jumping when my man has got the meter? Because, oh, it didn't land. Didn't have the EX baits out the DP. It's Itachi's Legacy's game as he moves on after an unfortunate reversal. Itachi's Legacy taking over Alex Dot, putting him to losers in a close set, 3-2. Itachi's Legacy looking for that 2-peat, dog. That 2 in a row.
Dude,
He wants that crown again. He wants to bring it back to his house again.
watching these moments of Street Fighter is definitely one way to get your adrenaline going. My heart.
I mean, you're right. When do you see an Ibuki and a Blanca fight each other, right? And in this season of the game, I know we got the variety, whatever, but that's why you guys come here, the Juicy Online. You come here for the variety. You come here for the Blanca man, all right? You come here for the different taste, that different flavor, the juiciest of flavors.
Ooh.
But you know, I think it made that story so much better that the way that Itachi lost that second round was because he did a reversal max, blocked it, and then that last round was just made the story better that it was the opposite way around.
It has actually been going like that, to be honest. We were watching we were watching Alex Dot get pieced up because of the bad reversals, because of those like horrible moments where, you know, Itachi's Legacy would just hold back and just let the EXDP whiff a couple of times and just do big damage and have that great healthy lead for the entirety of the round. And then the situation got switched. So it's a back and forth of who's going to be using reversals in that match. And I like the control that Itachi's Legacy had, but it just didn't amount to too much when you make big mistakes. Ibuki ain't got the help to play like that, right? She can take a few hits, but she can't take a lot.
Yeah, definitely, and it's just, you know, like even though if you miss with the idea of an EX reversal, it's kind of needed in those matchups. Here you have two like really super offensive characters, you know, that can make you guess left or right. You know, have very strong V triggers that promote aggression. You know, and that's part of the game. If you have a tool, you have to use it, and sometimes it's a risky tool, but it pays off. Sometimes, unfortunately, not there.
So moving on our bracket here, we've got our winner side of Grand Finals settled away. Let's see what's moving on the loser side, people. Thank you for watching Juicy Online. Make sure you guys are hitting them with the follows on the Twitter, hitting them with the follows on the Twitch. If they got the primes, run them here. And as well, make sure you guys are telling people what's going on. Hopefully, you guys are clipping things as well too. I know it was a great set, so I hope things were clipped because listen, don't make me be the only one to do it. I want to see the clips all on the Twitters. All right, go shoot that out there. Get that cloud. Show High Fight what's going on. All right. I want to see these things on Twitter. I want to see these things spread about. I want the people to know what's going on in the juiciest of tournaments. So make it happen.
I know we're waiting right now on the winner between Shadow Ace and Knife Life. Dark Mufasa making a deep losers run.
Ooh.
Just from round 1 to all the way here.
Okay. Dark Mufasa, does he play Akuma?
Yeah.
Yes, he does as
I
well.
knew it. I thought I've seen that name.
No,
No,
he-
I've watched him play.
Yeah.
He's played in the tournaments here, and then he also, even last year, I've watched him play as well.
Yeah. He's definitely
So-
like a regular Street Fighter. It's just recently he's gotten time to enter these brackets. So he's been like wanting to participate every week.
Damn.
Fun insider fact about Dark Mufasa. So you know how we always talk about the FGC takes care of their own? Dark Mufasa actually got me a job in Orlando, and it was gonna go great, and then
Dude.
COVID happened, and I couldn't go through training. So that just shows you luck there.
He's FGC dad for Street Fighter for sure.
Yeah.
Or at least for the Orlando
That's-
crew. I always love having him around.
Yo, that's fantastic. Yo, I love seeing the love. You know, FGC takes care of their own. I just saw that. Jay Wong just got his 20th job. Working with One Up. So it's like another example of people helping out each other in the scene. Times are tough. So if
Definitely.
y'all can help each other out, make that happen, yo. And you know what? I see y'all in the chat. Yo, Tap it, what's good? Yo, Crow, what's going on? Touchy's Legacy, you better get ready for who's coming at you. And losers out of the bracket, dog, ain't gonna be a free one today. I feel like this is gonna be one of them brackets where whoever comes up on the loser side gonna have that momentum, and you might be in trouble, my friend. You might be in trouble. I don't care if they gotta reset the bracket. You might be in trouble.
Good to see Dapip's name. I know that he moved out of where he was living, I think in Atlanta. So good to see him back. Tio organizer himself, very nice guy. So I'm
I
glad
love
to
him
see his
in
name
Marvel.
that
I love
he's
him in
still-
Marvel.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting how good he is in Marvel. Yeah, he did really well in Tampa.
Dude,
I think he won.
He won one, like one of the early ones, but his team is cheap, bad, and buddy at the same time.
What is that team?
It is X-23, Iron Man, and Dante.
What the hell?
Dude, it's bad, but also
What the
really
hell?
good. Because apparently, with the Iron Man Infinite, he can get enough bar for X-23 to get like a loop going with her super. You can't block it, and then she just kills you. She basically has a 0 loop, but it's very, very situational. He would explain it better than I do, and I watch it, and I'm like, this is dumb, but you can't escape. You just lose.
Damn, dude, you just are like. I feel like that's Marvel 3 where like there's a lot of dumb teams that have these like weird situational things that are like really stupid. And I one of the things is I feel like if you're a Marvel player, you will do really well in Street Fighter 5 because you see all the other players are like one, well, I got hit and I died and I shouldn't have got V triggered. And Marvel players are like, dude, I get hit and I get smoked and that's it. Like that's my life. That's been my life forever. I've been living in it. I've been molded in it. I don't care. And so we got dudes like Dual Kevin who are like, dude, it's fine. I get smoked all the time, and did get smoked.
I love
You get smoked all the time, and dude, he's so great. You get
so
smoked all
nice.
the time in Marvel, and then you come over to Street Fighter and you're like, dude, I can live after 3 hits? Oh, I'm good. I'm living out here.
Like what's
So
good
living in
about Dual Kevin as well? Like even if the local is small, he will come through because there's Marvel.
Dude,
He doesn't
that dude's
care.
always on the grind. That man is. He came. It was SoCal Regionals. It was like 2017. Me and him shared a room. Like he just needed a room to play for MVCI, and he came and he's like, I didn't have my shoes. I just came from work. I hopped in the plane, walking around the venue in dress shoes. My man was in pain, but he did it for the love of the game. And just like we love this game right here, Street Fighter 5, people on the deck. And speaking of games that you can't get touched, you're gonna get killed. This is one of them. And we
Akuma.
got Shadow Ace, but even more extreme. You're right, Akuma on the other side and versus Shadow Ace. So Dark Mufasa versus Shadow Ace. We just talking about Dark Mufasa, Shadow Ace again. The ad play we just saw previous season, making their run with the bracket loser side of things. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much Akuma matchup that Dark Mufasa has under his belt, but I think he's going to be playing his same game. He's one of the stronger Akumas in Florida, along with Shin Akuma, but they both have very, very different styles.
I like to see Dark and Fossil. I always like to see Akuma players this season because you have to do a lot more in terms of being tight with the gameplay. There's a lot less BS that your character has. It's still there. You just have to work a little bit harder for it, right? And it just, to me, still makes a very strong character. You just have to put a little more time. But, you know, you fight someone like Ed, you know, you have a lot of tools against this character, but at the same time, do you know how much you know about this character? How much you know about this matchup? Dark and Fossil off to a great start there.
You know, the one thing I don't know is how Whack is wearing a sweater, a sleeveless sweater. I don't understand it.
Dog, that's the M&M. What are you talking about? That's the 8th mile. I don't even know if that was in the 8th mile, but it looks like it would be in there, right? B reversal, though. I like Dark Mufasa going for the B reversal. Didn't want to hold any of that pressure. He's like, I don't have to deal with this right now. Tatsu right through. He knows this matchup. I lied. My man knows the matchup, how to deal with it. But gets hit with the DP pulling right there. Gets him low, crease up the shoes. The charge up, fade away though. Dark Mufasa. Careful though. One good conversion from Dark Mufasa could steal the deal. Raw, sweet, uncooked, but it works out. Still, my man eats the whole damn thing and eats a fireball to the face as well. Dark Mufasa taking that round.
Man, there was a little situation there where Shadow was so close to building that full bar on that last combo that he could have canceled super, would have been a different outcome perhaps.
Trying to be optimal out here, but sometimes it just don't happen. Oh, I like the wake up. He knew what to do in that situation. Unfortunate overhead miss. EXDP though. Shadow's to a way better start right now.
Go here. Oh, big stun combo. But that's gonna kill. But guys, Ed doesn't do damage, I thought.
Don't let the ad players tell you different. This character definitely does damage. He has to land it. It's difficult, right? His confirms got cleaned up. You know, his flicker's a lot better this season. But at the same time, this character still, you know, definitely has to work hard for his hits. But when he does hit, it does hurt. And someone against like Akuma, that's like a paper bag. Paper bag with knives. What's a paper bag all the same?
And speaking of hard to get damage, here comes Akuma sarcasm right there. Akuma OGs, he's out of the corner, in and out. He's characters in and out. And it doesn't matter where Akuma's on the screen, he's just a tough character to fight. They all play so different, you have to be able to crack the code.
And like Da Vinci out here with the smart stuff too as well. You see him get through that V-Trigger activation. Dark Mufasa surviving against V-Trigger. That's a big point. This round forward, Fierce catch the whip, doesn't follow up though. That could have been so much more. Dark Mufasa backing off. All these fireballs right here. EX Fireball trying to catch a dash. But Shadow is a great defense. But now puts himself in the corner with that side switch. That's unfortunate.
Oh, okay, here he goes. Oh man, it's so rare to see an Akuma opt to go for the V reversal because, you know, their V-Trigger is such an important thing to have, but Dark Mufasa showing that, yeah, he does know the match. You know, sometimes V reversal is an answer for some of Ed's pressure.
And I like that dash up jab for the finish right there, meeting no vegan. When we're talking about V reversal, I feel like there's one thing that I feel like Akuma players they don't really do right. Like you were talking about V reversal, you know, being a thing. I think it's all right to do in this matchup. Like when you're Akuma, all the tools through the Home Depot, up Street Fighter 5. Sometimes if you as a player work better as a V reversal and you don't really care about the V trigger, it hasn't been a point of a win factor for you right now in this matchup. You might as well just run what you're doing right now and work it like that, right? Like it's been helping him out quite a bit. Let's see if it comes into play right now. Shadow Ace got locked loaded in the corner. And not trying to go until the moment's just right. He's waiting for that right time to pop the question. Will you eat this DP? No, I will not. There's the crush from Dark Mufasa, denying my man, embarrassing him in front of the entire crowd. It's done. It's done. DP for the finish. Dark Mufasa looking for a clean 2-0 right now. No confirm off the line. Gotta do something more with that. Wasn't close though. It's Shadow Ace. I like that heavy kick in the neutral, trying to like stuff a lot of the fireballs because he's seen Dark Mufasa been going for those, but now my man coming through the skies with him. No DP. Gets jumped in on damage, my friend.
Oh man, that Tatsu threw the fireball again, dude. Dark Mufasa has his reactions on point.
Oh man, that's the classic right there. Neutral jump to bail out the throw. Big punish, big DP. Shadow Ace stays alive for now.
Final round.
Man, anytime that your character is able to convert off a neutral jump as the shimmy, that's always such a good thing. Tons of damage online for just whipping a throw.
Don't whiff. You know, it's one of those things like, just don't whiff. It's one of those things where also you wake up in tech because like, that's just like the natural thing that you want to do and you get punished halfway. Back throw from Shadow Ace, puts him in the corner. I'll lock this man down with the flickers. Medium kick, no conversion. Throws up the Ace Fireball. Another Fireball too as well. Putting it back to mid-screen. I like this immediate side switch from Dark Mufasa saying, I don't want to be in the corner. That was a bad problem. It's been a bad problem since the dawn of time for Street Fighter. Constant positioning, that's such a smart, that's such great movement from both players. Great, I should say, recognition from both players.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. And how many Akumas has Shadow Ace faced? Like you have to, you have to be ready for everything.
You got years and years to fight this character. Even toned down, still super strong, but careful of this. Seen this so many times before. He just Tatsu on through, just like I said. We've seen this so many times before. He will Tatsu on through, and he does so. It's his turn, not even afraid of what could happen. No bust out. Shimmy, bait, fight, boom. Put him down to the ground with a hard knockdown.
Jeez, what a
Finish the plate though.
great shimmy.
EX, another answer to deal with that V trigger. That's why I think his matchup is looking a little dire right here. There's so many ways Dark Mufasa got the lead as the time is winding down. 14 seconds on the clock, don't matter. The shimmy. Oh, if that would have buffered into super, I would have just did it just for the damage. Even if the time would have ran out, but Shadow Ace might be able to make this happen. The XDP smooth on through. He's sitting in a great position. Tatsu, bad. 1 second on the clock at the time. Over's gonna go to Shadow Ace as he takes it. Oh my God, that was slick. That was slick. Ignore what I said. I'm an idiot. Because if he would have went for the super, that may have actually not worked out. He spins a meter, and with the depthness of play, does the damage and puts himself on the deck. 1-1.
And man, here's the thing: we're scrambling like close situations, and the reward for whoever gets through is the reward is to face Alex after. What a great! It kind of reminds me of Alien vs Predator, where the movie motto was "Whoever wins, we lose." That's how exactly this set is gonna go.
It's instead of like the alien, it's like a Blanca and a Ibuki, and it's like in the middle. It's like whoever wins, we lose.
Exactly. Like nobody wants to face these characters, but man, oops, I am back to Q, not playing G here. That's who you're playing, but yeah, I mean this is the strength of the characters, and just Shadow is taking lots of advantage of Ed's mobility there. Just moving around, being able to avoid. But Dark Mufasa doing the same thing. EX Demon Flip to get out of fireballs, and air fireballs himself, beating some of Ed's options. So this is a good one. I didn't think it was going to be this close. Not that I'm hating on either player, but it's definitely like, man, in the lore, this is not as close as it should be, but here we are.
I'm looking at Dark Mufasa and looking like he put in some time and some work in this character. I mean, you see how he's been dealing with the V-trigger activations. You see how he's been dealing with a lot of the pressure and stuff like that, the fireball pressure and the neutral stuff. So all those things together make it really difficult for Shadow Ace. But Shadow Ace has got some great things as well. His pressure in terms of like putting on the flicker pressure and putting the gray life on and finding those bust out moments, and as you said before, using the movement. All those are smart things to be able to keep him in the game. He's going to be able to take it though and jump right back into it.
Yeah, jump back right into a costume change. This could do the magic here for Shadow Ace. Look at these little confirms, man. If you're able to make these little confirms, even if it's just stand jab, pressure, medium kick, fireball, that definitely adds up as you go on.
I mean, Akuma gets so much off of those like Oki situations and damage on the deck too as well. You really have to make the most of this character. I mean, that's the thing about Akuma. It's about those confirms, right? And the more you do that, the more your game plan gets better, and the more that you get that big life lead, just like right now. Look at the shimmies. Look at the confirm he got off the medium kick as well. But this DP will put us back to mid-screen because it goes out the fireball and the V-trigger to hold down the neutral.
I wonder if that heavy kick was supposed to be a Tatsu and he just had the mistake for it.
Possibly, but here's the crush though. We're down with the double fireball DPE as well. Hard knockdown, hold this. And the throw for the finish. Dark Mufasa, one away from taking this.
And man, I was talking about on on the Reddit stream how Seth's tick throw game is pretty stupid. Man, Akuma's still stupid good. Fast walk speed, good normals, just to make it a little bit scary.
You got the medium kick, crouching medium kick, the medium punches, everything. Oh, but no punish there. A little bit more there, my friend. Dark Mufasa still cleaning up with the fireball knockdown. No crosscut DP. That had to have been a DP right there. His fireball gets blown up. Now Dark Mufasa pushed to the corner.
And man, that EX fireball, even though hang on, it does give Akuma plenty of space. Kind of resets neutral there.
It's a fireball knockdown. Still stuck in the corner.
Yeah, this is where Ed kind of, I mean, unless he uses V-reverse or that, okay, he's out of the corner. This situation is definitely not in his favor, but it's still doable.
Yeah, I mean, for Shadow Ace, it's definitely doable. He's got, you know, a bar CA on the bottom. He can definitely even this out. But to spin this bar in this season, or in this round, will be difficult. But this is going to be really hard right here. One more hit to do it. Wakes up with the super, and there's no confirm, my friend. The only confirm is I'm confirming you for out of this bracket, dog. Shadow Ace, unfortunately, loses the Dark Mufasa. Dark Mufasa moving on over what will be people's pick. One of the big, you know, 4 picks of this tournament, right? You know, Shadow Ace has definitely been one that's been making waves. I believe he's won a few of the Juicy Online tournaments, if not placing grands, if not placing top 4. But right now, the spectator stands. But still good stuff to him. You know, running the Ed play is really good. But Dark Mufasa out in the cut, dog. Y'all say he took a break. Don't look like he missed a beat.
I think with Dark Mufasa too, he tried to learn a new character. He tried to play Balrog, but he also really tried a main kill, and then really liked the character. But man, he would say that it's such a struggle, and so he was back again on the grind with a character that's proven true for him. He's beaten really good people in tournaments. That's Akuma, not a bad one to stick with either.
Absolutely. You know, there's been a lot of debates on Twitter. A lot of people, and you know, debating what's top 1, top 2, all that stuff like that. And my stance is this: when you are online, in an online environment where hit confirms are going to matter even more for a character like Akuma over like Seth, Seth is going to be the better character slightly. When you are offline, when you can land those confirms all the time, and there's no hitches and things like that you have to worry about, and you have to worry about a connection being perfect and stuff like that, it's Akuma all damn day of the week. The Akuma has the better tools, has the better, to me, control, better, you know, just overall slightly. And for Seth, it's a matter of some of all the parts. Akuma has so many ridiculous things, but to know how to use them is very important. And knowing how to use them in every single matchup at high level play is very difficult, very hard. So Akuma players, I gotta give you some credit, especially this season. You really gotta work out your matchups and lab your things out. But if you can get those going, as you saw before with the Ed pick, you can make some magic happen. Can you do the same against Alex.Dot? Because Akuma doesn't have the best punishes against the Rainbow or against the Light Ball, right? It's not something he really has something good unless he's got like CA, I believe.
Yeah, and Blanco, compared to other characters, I don't know if Blanco really wins the match, but he has some good tools to get around his offense. Just like that, man. Just Rainbow Ball is still very strong here. And that's like, for Akuma, you have to either V-skill that or you have to uppercut that.
Let's see here if we can lock his opponent down here. Sorry, I don't want to go to the one where I'm like too far ahead. Gets EX, gets picked up, gets scooped, but the wake up with the light, I love it. That 3 frames, so blessed, and the tick throw to put him in the corner. Double dash trying to lock him down with this pressure, plus frames. But my man's was aware, he was awake. His eyes were already open, 6 a.m. You don't even need the alarm, his eyes were already awake, he's already dressed.
And man, here we go. Like, Alex.Dot looking into the future using the same Cola line of contact lenses, working good for him here. Well, you know, one thing about Dark Mufasa's gameplay is that he's very, very strong on reaction, but unlike now when they're getting jumped in on time. What type of mix-up was that? The right one for
Yeah.
Kuma, apparently.
Yo, die 1,000 deaths, dog! Dark Mufasa hits him with the demon. This won't kill, but it's going to put him in a bad situation right here. But then again, he's got all this bar. Wakes up with the mash. Able to activate off the Crouching Fears. Bro, you might have wanted to save that bar for a little bit later. Catches him on the other side. My God. Alex.Dot one confirm away. V-reversal doesn't do the trick. One more hit to do it, though, from Alex.Dot. Damn, Dark Mufasa in a bad spot right here. Near chip situation. Spins the bar, but it don't matter. Alex.Dot taking that last hit.
That was a solid
Logo
glitch punish
wins.
there. Crouching Fierce, one of Blanca's only buns that have pretty good range, and so good choice to use that bun here. And even though it's still first game, it's still definitely doable for Dark Mufasa. 3 out of 5. Anything is possible with top tiers.
Hey, when you play top tiers, you only play the games that you win at. Dark Mufasa trying to take it all the way to loser side of grand finals, right? To face off against the Toxic Legacy. But you got to put the man down. You got to put Alex Dot down because my man wants that rematch. Wants that run back. No punish on the sweeps right there, even though you went for 2 of them. Dark Mufasa trying to stay nice, controlled pace.
Speaking of putting down, you know, Dark Mufasa gonna have to be a veterinarian and put the animal down here with the uppercut on the rainbows. That's the answer that I'm looking for.
You gotta definitely have those DPs on the deck, or even the back Fierce would be great, right? Because then you get the Demon Flip follow up. That'd be great too.
Ooh, yeah, back Fierce still a stupid button. Stupid good.
Man, I don't know how could you forget? Not even the Akuma players forget how blessed that button is. The shimmy, the bait. There we go. Gets the finish. That perfect KO.
You know, not to take one from Shadoways, but golden grams for him there.
Absolutely delicious and nutritious. Dark Mufasa trying to put another one up on the board. He can put another round, even things out against Alex Dot. But here we go. Pressure, jumping, counter hit 2. Oh, you thought? No. But not a big punish though. Alex Dot still has a lot of room to play. And if you give this character a lot of room to play in terms of the screen space, he'll run wild. He's out the cage, dog.
I almost wanted to say that was Blanca Ball versus Akuma Ball. That's what it looked like there.
Akuma Ball? It's the same thing. This is ignorant. They're both ignorant. Interrupts the Tatsu. Crouching Fierce, looking for that crush. There's one right there off the standing. Gets the pickup, puts it in the corner. EX. Not enough to do it. The wake up. Meaty, no vegan. Alex Dot taking it right back. Dark Mufasa gotta be careful about what he's whipping. We've seen a lot of punishes. Maybe not big ones sometimes, but just we've seen a lot of baits here and there. Alex Dot noticing what he wants to do and saying, I got something for you. Double dash up, the double throw right here. Puts the damage on the deck, trying to work in that perfect KO, get that return back. No receipt.
Tofu, please. But you know, here's the thing. I think like Dark Mufasa, it just needs like a little bit of space to kind of mentally reset. But Alex Dot's not letting me have any of it.
Absolutely. It's like you want to run that great neutral game of this character, and the character's not allowing you to. But start kicking the DP. Okay, that connected at the very tippy tip.
Yeah, he was so lucky. I think that was supposed to be Fireball, but he took that any day. Oh man, EX Akuma Ball not working there.
Jump back, fade away. Doesn't get the conversion, wasn't deep enough. The reversal, we saw this before. Put you in a bad situation this time. Alex Dot with a big punish. CA, critical moment, critical art. It's gonna be critical right here for Alex Dot as he goes up 2 against Dark Mufasa. One more, and he'll be putting this man down. Dark Mufasa, about to see the light. About to be KO to see the light, dog. You know how you get knocked out and all you see are the birds and you know the angels taking you up to the heaven? That's what's happening to my man. He's gotta wake up. You gotta wake up, you gotta fight back, dog. Because Alex Dot is hungry for that rematch. He wants that rematch against Itachi's Legacy.
Round 1.
You know, Sinkhole, I gotta ask you, if you were an angel up there, would you allow Blanca into heaven?
Oh hell no. No questions asked. You see this creature? This absolute thing? No, it would tarnish everything. But I wouldn't let Akuma in there either. That character's super blessed, and I'm looking to see what the blessed buttons are going to be coming out from this character. No DP. You got to have those in the deck, or Alex Dot will be jumping in there. Hey, I'm just being honest. I'm just saying what I'm saying out here. I hate me some Blanca. I love watching them play though sometimes, I'll be honest. No confirm off that 2-piece right there. Could have got a little bit more on that meal.
Yeah, unfortunately the biscuit is not butter, but Akuma is trying to do that himself here. Who needs toppings when you have a good enough sandwich?
And my man was sandwiched in the corner, right? Hey, my man was sandwiched. You right with the sandwich. Because my man was sandwiched in between that corner right there, and I like that control that he had going for the demon flips now, especially when he feels like there's not gonna be bar spent against like a reversal kind of situation against a demon flip. I'd like to see more of that in this match. I like to see the rotation of the tools because remember this character has everything.
Yeah.
He's that save big money at Menards. He's that dude. I'm telling you.
I'm a dirty Floridian. We don't have Menards down here.
Oh, you guys don't have enough? Y'all at least seen the commercial. Come on now. People in the chat, tell me you've seen the commercial. Tell me you've seen the
I
Menards
have
commercial.
no idea what
Y'all
that
know the
is.
jingle. I cannot believe y'all really are a different breed. I can't believe y'all.
When he said Menards, I was like, oh, Capcom Cup champ RD. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Oh, jeez.
We got that to
man.
talk later. But right now, Dark Mufasa looking super strong. He's that jump. Oh, he jumped back. I was going to say, the back with the normal and get it confirmed, but he went for the EX. Actually played out a little bit of that bar. Now it's all gone, but the CA still at the bottom. May not even matter. Dark Mufasa needs to confirm off that fireball on the super. Find that hit to do it. There it is, Dark Mufasa. Still in it to win it. I love how I like the option where he jumped back EX fireball. Wasn't that good? I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely very good. But this is such a huge game for Dark Mufasa. Even if he may be rusty, you know, some people are saying he's old, he's coming back, whatever. Just giving him more chance to play allows him to shake off more of the rust, to remember what to do. And this could be a little bit tougher for Alex Dot, you know, a warmed up Akuma.
Yeah, I feel like my man's starting to get, you know, in the rhythm of things. You know, things are starting to come out a little bit more in terms of confirms and things like that. Rotation of options is there. I swear to God, he's listening to the stream. But can neutral jump from Alex Dot. A little bit late on that fadeaway right there. You see Dark Mufasa checking him and saying, hey, man, every time you dash, every time you try to come in, every time, you know, you try to do something, I'm there with that light punch, that crouching light punch. And now the DPs, we were talking about those anti-airs. He's putting it together. The puzzle pieces are there. They're fitting together. I'm seeing the picture.
Oh, geez, here we go. Akuma and V-Trigger 1. Time to guess. What's the situation? Oh, just trying to bait out EX up off Alex. Weak punch perfectly. That's going to take it. He is at set point here.
Round 2.
You know, like when you get almost finished, you know, doing a puzzle, and you're so close to just looking at the full picture. It's like 3,000 pieces. You've been working about like 2 years on this sucker, back and forth of frustration. You lost some pieces. You find them finally, and finally it's almost there. Then someone just actually bumps the table and splits it all down. That's what's going on right here. EX command grab, the block up by putting the damage on the deck, because Alex Dot is only a few good confirms, a few good combinations away from taking down his character, from taking down Dark Mufasa.
Yeah, bumping tables is right. Here we go. Oh, man, trying to bump tables with the EX up ball. Not a good idea. But oh, no. Wake up on so good for... Man, these little decisions that Alex has been making are adding up, and they're so vital here.
Oh, no! Call today.
Oh. Everybody gets hit by that sooner or later, and that's something that if you are not keeping up with the game, you're not going to remember which side of Blanca V-Trigger 2 setups. So good stuff to Alex Dot. Moving on, and hopefully we get to see more of Dark Mufasa in another time of the bracket, perhaps next week.
I would love to see more of Dark Mufasa just in general, because I feel like if they keep up the game a little bit more, like you're definitely going to be seeing a even more polished Akuma. I feel like the ideas were there. Just, you know, someone came by and bumped that table, dog. All 300 pieces, all on the floor. Some fell in the vent, some fell in some water. Like,
Dude.
But you pick those pieces up, you come back the next bracket, you come back stronger. But for right now, for the finish of this bracket, winner side, we have Itachi's Legacy is the one who sent Alex Dot, the one on the loser side, down the dungeon. Let's see if Alex Dot can not only reset the bracket, drag my man down the dungeon, but also take it all the way to victory right here and prevent the two-peat.
The entire
Like
time we were talking about puzzles, I kept thinking about the Millennium Puzzle. Like, that is such a good analogy.
Oh, you would, Duelist.
What's the Millennium Puzzle? No! I don't know. Is this a Florida thing?
No,
This is a Florida
no. It's more of an anime thing, but like 90s anime. I'm just like, oh, so this guy doesn't grew up with like Saturday morning cartoons.
Okay. I'm older than you guys think. I was there, okay? I was there for the Digimons and all that stuff like that. First season, it's not even like the later seasons, okay? So I was there. Y'all can't say nothing about that Millennium Puzzle. Don't even get in this later. Let's get this grand finals right here. Itachi's Legacy winner's side, Alex Dot loser side. Don't get at me on the Twitter about what that is, because I'm about to get at you with some Celebration Fight of action. Blanca versus Ibuki. This is the run back y'all already saw. We're going to see something different, hopefully.
And in the chat, there you go. You see Alex Dot saying, "Bring me Itachi." So he is ready.
My man, he had the emoji ready too? Bruh. Bruh, that's serious. That's serious business right there. Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what it's from? I
Yeah,
didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sorry.
it's
Jacob,
never
I'm
too
sorry. I
late.
didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh, dog. I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm so sorry. I wasn't that kid, dog. I didn't like the card stuff.
No, it's okay. You're forgiven.
I do Pokemon cards though, and what I'm gonna do right now is commentate this great shot of action. Here's the activation trade, like the screen freeze to trade to get the deep or the anti-air right there. Stays in front, back throw puts him in the corner, but the wake up EXVP baby, the bust out, risky but it pays off. And Conscious Legacy showing that card right now.
And you know, just like St. Cola getting sent to the Shadow Realm, Itachi said to Alex momentarily that Shadow Realm, seeing if he can get out here, man. Very good stuff. What was so sick in that first round was he timed that, he did a V-trigger thing, and he timed the throw so perfectly that I didn't think it was going to hit. I thought it was going to do enough for his son. That was just character mastery right there from Itachi's Legacy.
He's been playing this character for so long. He's been top 16 at CPT, right? Like, obviously this man has been putting in the work with this character. But let's see if he can finish things off this week. He's looking super strong with the throw pressure, the counter hit, the two-piece. Itachi's Legacy takes the first one, and that is a great start to this set. You already had the pressure both rounds. You already had that continuous meaty pressure right there. And it looked like Alzadot was a little lost, man. Listen, if you were speaking this and that in the chat about how you want to see this man's Ibuki, how you want to see Itachi's Legacy, you better bring something to the table, Alex Dot. I better see something different. I don't want to see a repeat. Show me something different. Show me something new. DP starter, I like that. That's a round start. Let me see the round finish.
Oh man, speaking of seeing something different, you know, as we get the command grab here, Saw Mine saying, you want me to fire him for not knowing Yu-Gi-Oh references? Capital saying, Yu-Gi-Oh for classy folks? The calls on St. Cola here.
Wow. The work I put in, just like my man's putting in the work right here with the throw, is absolutely unfortunate. The DP though, my guy sees the EX and has an answer ready, but it's not a lot of damage. And now you're gonna see a lot on the other side from outside top with the V-trigger activation EX for the finish. The ball's on the deck.
A little bit surprising that Itachi was not, unless he tried to hold up, not pressing. I mean, I was a little surprised that he didn't block the little mix, knowing that he plays blocking himself too.
I feel like, sometimes you know that mix-up, but if you don't play that way, like maybe it won't come out in your mind like, oh, that's a thing. Because remember, he does play a more neutral-based one. He didn't play that trigger, to be honest, dude. He plays that V-trigger one. Like a fool. A V-trigger one Blanca? Nah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good with it. He's one of those that makes it work. But Itachi's making these jump-ins work. Yo, you see that check in the dash? You ain't checking my dash, dog. I'm coming in for the throw. And there you go. There's a slide for the finish. Itachi's Legacy. One more round away from 2 up, baby.
Man, the guts by Alex not to wake up Buns there on the back. That just shows you that he's ready to take this. He is fierce. He is excited and ready to take down Itachi here.
Like the anti-air, checks him out of the skies, blows that EX up. Out to the dash. Oh my god. I love how he resets the situation so many times. To check to see if Alcott has his hands on the controller, and he don't. Waste of a trigger. Stock up, don't matter. It actually did not matter. It came back in time. That's crazy. Side switch to do it. Ooh.
He just timed it so perfectly. Just many, was that just one game? Oh, 2 games? Was that 2 games?
That's 2 games. Jocks, there's no way that he threw that out knowing there would be stun. I can't give him credit, all right? I can't. I can't. That was like one of those happy accents that you're like, all right, I meant that. Like, you look back on that, you're like, yeah, I'm sick. I'm nice. But I can't say he's not nice. I can't say he's not nice because he's 1 game point away from taking over Alex Dot. He's in winner's side. All he needs is that one to get it done. Sweep for a sweep, clean the floors. Itachi's Legacy trying to start the round off right. He's looking real good with the counter hit DP finisher.
Kind of reminds me of like a beginning music book called Excellence of Mastery, and that's just Excellence of Mastery by Itachi's Legacy. Fully knowing how this character works with timings and everything, just done beautifully. And I hate giving Itachi any credit too.
You don't even make this man's head big. Like, look at what's going on. But the EXDP again, also not respecting him. I guess he didn't think he would do it, but my man's done did it. V-trigger activation on the deck too, back throw. So you can see though, wake up DP, the normal stuff. Nope, that was DP Tartar. Wasn't even cooked or seasoned. But my man is seasoning Alzadot, and he is cooking him. He's got the chef hat on. He has got him on the frying pan. All I hear is the sizzle. Itachi's Legacy is 1 away from taking down Alzadot.
Man, and that cross up that ended that last round was super ambiguous. I don't even think Itachi did a cross up.
He just went with it. He was like, yeah, dude, I'm nice like that. I'm nice like that. Backslide from the throw. He's seen that has been coming through a lot after, you know, a knockdown. So I like his the idea, the approach, and Itachi's legacy. Backing off, tricking the trade from back in the corner. You have the health lead. Kind of bad thing, but this will be bad right here. Almost V-trigger activation time for either player if you know, Oxide Dog can get something blocked.
Here we go. How is? Oh, here we go. Are we gonna get the V-trigger? V-trigger 1, a V-trigger 2. There we go. Guess.
One more guess. It's an overhead. Itachi's Legacy is your winner of Grand Finals. Juicy Weekly Street Fighter 5 with the quickness, with the smoothness, with the 80% run. Put that one in the books, dog.